And when I first decided to try and learn more about mediumship, when I first wanted to get to grips with the theory of mediumship, I was like one of those children who says, why? Yes, but why? And I'd go to the college at Stansted Hall and they'd say, you raise your vibration. I'd say, how? Why? How'd you do it? What's it about? And no one could tell me. And they all got really fed up at me and told me to go away after a while. Because I'd say, well, how do you do it? I don't know, I just do. And I say to somebody else, how do you do it? They're telling me to expand my awareness, expand my aura, make that link. And how am I supposed to do it? And they say, well, you just do it. So I call that the Nike method, just do it. But I'm saying, well, no, come on, you must know how you do it. And what I found is a lot of mediums haven't got a clue how to do it. They just do it. But others would say, well, it's like this. You need to visualize this bubble around you and then you fill it with light and you expand it out and you push up to spirit. And then that'd be great. And I could write it all down and I'd go to the next one, they'd tell me something totally different, I'd write it all down. I'd go to the next one, they'd tell me something different, I'd write it all down. And I got a bit confused. I can't do all these at once, it's going to do my head in. So which one's the best? Which one am I meant to doing? So then I do a little straw poll. I've got these 5 different methods. Which one would you go for? Which one do you use? And some people would say, oh, that's a good one. Star Trek, beam of light, beam me up, Scotty. That works really well. And so I probably used to wind everyone up really badly for the first year there. And I wondered why I wasn't very popular. No, I'm joking, don't worry. No, but I did want to know why, because that's the way my mind works. If you can tell me why, how something works and why, I'll accept it, I'm happy with it. But if you can't tell me how it works or why, then I sit there and scratch my head. And I believe that everything in life should be simple. If it's incredibly complicated, then it doesn't quite fit for me. So I'm a bit thick, really. I like it to be simple for me. If it isn't simple, then it doesn't feel right to me. So I like to keep it simple. So, as I say, many mediums, they just do it naturally. You ask them how they do it, they haven't got a clue, they couldn't tell you, they just do it. And the key thing is how you do it is totally unique to you. How I do it is totally unique to me. So me telling you how I do it might not necessarily help you in any way, shape or form. And you telling me how you do it might not help me neither. But we can find some generalisms. We can look at things that work for most people and try and work with that. That's important. So you remember those magic eye books? So you get the magic eye book, don't you? And first time you got a magic eye book, do you remember that? Someone stuck it under your nose and said, look at that amazing 3D image. And you go boss-eyed and after 10 minutes your eyes are hurting and you've not seen a blinking thing. And you say, well, how do you do it? And they say, oh, you just got to shift your focus. You've got to shift your focus. And it's not until they tell you to look on the horizon and then just move your focus backwards and forwards through the book that you start to get the hang of it. And all of a sudden you get it, don't you? And out pops this wonderful 3D picture. And you think, yeah, I know now. And then you put the book down, you say, and they go, oh, yeah, I can still do it now. This is great. That's what it's like with mediumship. I can't think of a better metaphor yet. That's exactly how it is. You're having to shift your awareness, shift your focus. But then it clicks and you're there and you've got it. But you try and describe how you did it and how it works and how to, try describing it to somebody else. You understand? You remember that one? The person in your family who can't do the magic eye, and you spend about half an hour trying to explain it to them. And then you just kind of think to yourself, do you know what? It's probably time I gave up now. Because, they're not seem to take it on board. But I'd ideally like everybody to be able to make the link with spirit. That's what I would like. So I'm not going to give up on you just yet, don't worry. So it's difficult to describe how to do it. It's difficult to do at first, but once you've cracked it, you can go back and do it time and time again. Great, eh? So just remember, it's like magic eye. If you remember that, nothing else, you'll be all right. So as I said, it's all unique to you. But the process is a spiritual one. Forget that in your peril. It is a spiritual process. It should be motivated by the right reasons. And we need to, whatever spiritualizes you, whatever makes you connect better with the spirit realm or connect better with God, the higher self, the great spirit, whatever helps take you to the spiritual will work for you. That's important to know that. So remember, it's a spiritual process. That's important. And the other thing is, people go on platform, you say, right, make your link. Are you there yet? No, hang on a minute. Where's that spirit world? It's like the magic eye, isn't it? Come on, where is it? I'm trying to shift my focus, I'm shifting my awareness. Where is it? The process, once you've got it, should take seconds. It should be like, you'll move your awareness, clink, there it is. Great, you've got it. It shouldn't take you 30 seconds or a couple of minutes to get there. You should be able to do it, seconds really. I would think, I'll be kind to you, 5 seconds. That's about as much as you need. You only need 5 seconds to get there. And if it's any longer than that, I will question, are you doing it right? If not, it's just like magic eye, go back and practice, shifting your focus until you find it. So it should only take seconds. So then once we've connected with the spirit realm, then we ask and seek out an individual spirit communicator. So the connection to spirit is seconds. Sometimes before you get the right communicator to come in, it can take a little bit longer. But in terms of making that shift and connecting to spirit, we're looking for seconds. So, how would you know when you've done it? How do you know when you've actually made your shift and blended with the spirit world? What would it feel like? What's the energy like?
Different for everyone.
Well, that's right. You're starting to learn now, aren't you? It's unique to everyone, yeah. I always teach that your mediumship is unique to you. And what used to frustrate me was that teachers would tell it their way, and their way is the only way. And if you work totally different to them, you'd wonder why on earth you can't get it to work. But for me, there's a multitude of ways. Let's teach them all, and you'll find the bit that works for you. And I always say, whatever I say, if it resonates with you, if it works for you, take it. If it doesn't, let it go. And what tends to happen anyway is you let the bits go that you don't understand or don't resonate with you, and you pick up the bits that do. And I've been to Stansted many times and heard the same thing many times from the same person. And every time it feels different or seems different to me, because it's all about where you are with your own development. It's all about what resonates with you at the time. Where you are, different periods of time, something different will resonate with you. So, what's it feel like, apart from it feeling different for everybody? Good. Do you think you should feel something? Good. So you might have a pulling on your head. I'm being pulled by the spirit world. Oh, you might feel a bit of static electricity around you. How you feel the energy will be unique to you. That's correct. The energy of the connection to spirit. Because we're raising our vibration, we're moving into a much higher, faster, vibrant energy. Most people feel it as a quickening of the energy. It's fast, it's vibrant. A lot of people say it's like a fizzy energy we're working in. You get champagne bubbles. That's a nice thought, isn't it? Just like winning a Formula 1 Grand Prix, you can cover yourself in champagne bubbles. It should be exciting, it should be energizing to be in that energy. So that's interesting. And how our body responds to that, normally you tend to find that most mediums, you put them on the platform, you put them in the energy, and they talk faster. You tend to find they move more. Have you ever seen a medium who...
Oh yeah.
I'm coming to you. It's like being at Wimbledon, isn't it? And you're thinking to yourself, what's going on here? And, some of them... Or they might wave their arms around like a windmill.
Yeah.
You all seen that? So people become more animated, they move around a lot more, they can pace a lot more on platform. A lot of people sort of like move from side to side a lot. It's very common. And that's just the energy. You're in this much quicker energy, much more vibrant energy, and that's what it will do to you. It will animate you. But you have to be careful not to overdo it. So if you talk at 100 miles an hour with no gaps between any of your words, people will just go, what? And it's a little bit like on platforms sometimes. You get up there and you've got so much information you've got to give so quickly, and it's just... And in the nicest possible way you understand, but it's like the people in the audience, they're like, what on earth are you talking about? I can't understand a word of it. So you might have to sometimes rein yourself in, slow yourself down if you're getting really into that. But equally, if you have a medium who works very slowly, if you have a medium who's not bringing information through quickly, then they're not connecting properly, because once you're connected and in that energy, the information flows very rapidly. It's a quicker energy. So a medium who has long silences, I guarantee they're not connecting at that point in time. Because mediumship, we all say mediumship doesn't work in the silences. If you're in the silence, you have dropped out the energy. It's time to rebuild your link. If you're not getting the information quickly from spirit, then you're not holding your link. If you're holding your link, the information will flow. All make sense? So because it is a faster energy, that's what happens.